Welcome back, everyone, to another late night tool catechism. It's a cold and windy night up here in the great white north, and I really should be sleeping, but I'm not. What I am doing is, if you've watched some of my earlier videos, you've seen the big Delta. This is an 18-900L. The L stands for lasers. Tonight we're going to do a quick little blurb on kind of the cleanup and recondition of this guy. He had sat idle for a good many years. Got him from some very nice people at an estate sale. Going to quick go over some of the things that I'm doing, and the stuff that I'm using are making a bunch of dust from grinding or sanding or whatever. You really don't want that in your lungs. That's where these 3M, the N95 from 3M comes in. They're very nice. I know when I use these, I don't cough up tons of weird brown and nastiness. So, one very important tool for when these guys come in and they're dusty and nasty and such is just, I've got this old Stanley 3-inch paintbrush that I've probably had 20 years. It's very great. It's very great. Wasn't that stupid? So this is great for dusting. Yeah, it's a very dusty machine. Another thing that's very nice for dusting, this little bugger right here. It is so darn handy. Flip it on. You know, you combine a little brush action, a little vac action. Pretty soon you got that all cleaned up. I might use a damp cloth. Try and get that a little bit better. There was a bunch of surface rust on the pole and the tables. Something I found that's kind of nice for cleaning the very light rust is these fiber discs. 3M makes them. There's a lot of places you can get them. You know, they had the 30% sale over at the Harbor Freight this past weekend. So I picked up a coarse and a fine, chucked it up on my favorite drill, and basically you got your braided disc, and this is very light rust, so you go to work, you don't get crazy with the pressure, the rust comes right off. You start with the coarse, you get everything shiny shine kinda, and then you can move up to the fine, and it gives it a nice finish. On the table, I ended up using some steel wool. I went coarse, fine, hand scrubbed it with steel wool, and then I sealed everything up with a bit of Johnson's paste wax. There's a lot of different products floating around for table saw tops and all that. Johnson paste wax. Good stuff. Very, very good stuff. So this is something I'm kind of excited about with the drill press here. Trying to make it a little more snazzy, I guess. I've got the upper section of the pole, you know, polished fairly well. I'm not going to get it absolutely perfect, but you see now I just take the steel wool, rub it on the pole. I work up and down. It's not perfect, but you know, it cleans up. You don't want rust on your shaft. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants a rusty pole. And you can see here's the gear works. So we'll have to spin the table around the pole. Probably a much more interesting video if I had a young miss, or for those so inclined, a muscly fella spinning around the pole instead of the table. There we go. So now let me crack open the wax. Let's see here. I'm going to cut a little piece of the terry cloth towel off here, make an applicator. We're gonna wax the pole. You just go to work, you get yourself a little bit there. I like these old terry cloth towels. And I'll continue doing this. You guys don't need to see me waxing my pole anymore. But we'll come back when this dries and we'll buff it up a bit. Okay. I might do another coat of wax, but it's mostly polished up. Got it on my mobile base. It's turning out to be a bit spongy, but very happy. I can now fairly easily move this big fella around. We got it all cleaned, well, mostly cleaned up. Got a lot of the rust is gone. Gonna try and maintain a regular waxing of the table and a waxing of the pole or shaft. I guess it's more of a pole than a shaft. Got a little more engineering to work out with the mobile base, but whee, look at that. Ooh, very exciting stuff. Thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little bit of foolishness of drill press cleanup. I really like this drill press. It's a very nice machine. If you find a used one, or you have it in your budget to go out and splurge on a very nice drill press, this is the one for you. Boom, boom, pow. Feel free to subscribe, like, follow, all of that jazz.